My name's Ellie, welcome to my channel, and today we are doing a blue look. I am trying to do something slightly different than my very normal two-toned blue crease. It's still going to be a two-toned blue crease. I have these shades from Ignis Cosmetics, the Lakeside palette. So I want to use, I think it's That's Cool and Lake for my crease. And then I'm hoping to use this really pretty blue to gold duochrome called Aquafortis from Clinic Cosmetics in the Alchemy palette, and then I can deepen up the outer bit with Evidence. That one, that's not helpful, in the Urban Decay Urban Spectrum. Yeah, Urban Spectrum. So, everything else is on. Crease is ready to start playing, so I'm going to start with the lighter blue and then deepen it up with the deeper blue, like you do. Ooh, that's right, I want to use my smaller brush. And have conflicted feelings. So, Gold's Gym is closing all of their St. Louis locations. We got an update email that it's not just some, it is all of the St. Louis locations. Which is good to know, since I did have a pass to let me go to all the different locations in the metro area. Or, I guess, just in our area. What I am feeling conflicted and kind of cranky about is they sold our memberships. They have this whole email going out saying, okay, so Club Fitness is going to take over for you guys. You don't need to do anything. It's just going to pick right up over. Blah, blah, blah. No. Fuck you. If you're taking away the gym I was using, yeah, Club Fitness was an option, but it wasn't the only gym I was going to look into. Why are you picking for us where we're going unless Club Fitness signed a deal with you to take all of those memberships? Also, I know Gold's was one of the more expensive memberships on the market, and I'm pretty sure Club Fitness is quite a bit cheaper, so are they going to keep the Gold's rate? Is there a new membership thing that we have to sign? Like, what the fuck? You can't just decide, oh, you're going to be just as happy at this other gym that you had access to and picked not to go to, and we're just going to move everything over, give them all of your payment information, and it'll be great. Because that was their email was like, oh yeah, it's going to be seamless. You don't have to do anything. So that means they sold our memberships and are giving our payment information over to Club Fitness just willy-nilly. So, eventually, I'm going to have to make some angry calls because that's bullshit. Like, yeah, it sucks that you are choosing to close some locations. Those are lost jobs for a lot of people that worked there. Unless you're willing to relocate them to some of the gyms that are not in our area that are staying open. And you can't just give our stuff away? I didn't read the entire contract when signing up for Gold's, but I doubt there was a, hey, I'm agreeing to have my membership sold to a random other gym without approval. What if I didn't like Club Fitness? What if I'm now mad at Club Fitness for buying our memberships in a really suspicious way? What if I was really close to a Gold's and nowhere near a Club Fitness? Even then, is Club Fitness going to keep all their locations open, or none of them going to close during the shutdown? What did they do that you guys didn't? That made me cranky. With a now bigger influx in members at Club Fitness, are they also going to try and transfer some of the jobs of the Gold's employees over there so that they have something to do to help with the influx? Which is very cranky. Okay, that seems blue enough. I'm going to take some of the darker blue so we can deepen up that outer bit. My mood should improve though because I picked up wine. A new wine to try is always good. And my interfacing came in so I can turn the pattern for my tank top into a proper pattern. Because having it just sketched out on newspaper is not going to last very long. And now that I've proven that the pattern is a good pattern and functional, I do want it to be something I can use. Okay, let's start with the outer corner and then work in on the shimmers. So, Urban Decay Evidence. I just really don't like that. I don't like it. I know one of my friends has a Club Fitness membership, so I'll have to ask her and see what her experience is, what she's comparing it to. But as much as I don't really enjoy going to the Y most days, it might be worth it just to get a YMCA membership again. They have a better pool. Not that I really ended up using the pool at Gold's. I know that the St. Charles location had one, but we never used it when we went. We did, and cardio. But swimming is one of my favorite types of exercise, so. They closed down one of the Ys near me, but the one that's still open has a really, really nice pool. It's very long. I do not remember liking the people at the pool, but I never like other people in the pool. That's just a me problem. That will be fixed, hopefully, by me eventually getting a pool that is just mine, aka putting one in a yard. In a house. Okay, that looks like a good base for us to go in with Aquafortis, which is such a pretty shade. It's, ugh. I know that I drool over all of the Clear shades, but this one is just so nice. It's one of the original, ooh, maybe I do like blues. Oh, it's so nice. I really like it. It works really well with purple too. It makes this really lovely tropical thing. When I first started doing makeup, blue was one of those shades I'm like, oh yeah, no blue. We're good with that blue. No blue. Then figuring out stuff like the navy blue in the outer crease and these types of goldy duochrome prettiness shades helped a lot. Now we're figuring out all the different ways I like blue. Which is most of them. Ooh. For inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and pull out highlighter. Since I'm going to be using Blue Ice as my cheekbones, I'm also going to use it for my inner corner highlight, just so we have a little bit of tie-in, and I didn't plan another inner corner highlight. It's a nice inner corner highlight. We are nearing the end of 3 shades in Moonchild. Oh, so nice. So pretty. So worth all of the love. Okay, let's start finishing up my face, knocking off the excess powder because we forgot that. And I'm not really trying to mess with blue blush either. We're going to look into purple for tomorrow, but no blue. So, brush, blush, and bronzer are the panning ones again. I guess this could be one of those times that I could use one of my indie highlighters, but since we're already trying to pan Moonchild, it seems appropriate to use it on the blue look. Even if it's a little, I guess, cliched. I feel like everybody for the longest time only had colorful highlighters if they were in the Moonchild Glow Kit. At least the people I was watching. And that has really changed. Blue, pink, kind of purpley silver. Those have become much more prevalent. More recently. I guess the last couple of years. Because everybody was trying to follow the hype of Moonchild. And so everybody was doing duochrome, which I was happy with. I like duochrome highlighters. I think they are a lot of fun. But I know a lot of people were not into it. Same way a lot of people are getting very into browns and neutrals right now. Just because we had a lot of color for couple of years now. Went from rainbow palettes to pops of color to the monochromatic palettes to other stuff. Like, it's It's been a lot. It's just, I have this like moon of product that I'm trying to work down the edges on, so that it's not one tiny weird ring all around the outside. Because that is not nearly as easy to use as other applications. Okay. I know it's a very boring blush that I just made by mixing stuff together, but I still like it. I think it does nice things. Brows. So what are you guys doing? How are you holding up? I feel like I should start making a list of all the different foods that I've craved while being at home and not gotten, because we're not going out and not really eating out right now. Which makes me slightly conflicted, since I've been working out and watching TV while doing it, and a lot of shows are eating stuff. So I am working out, generally a little hungry, and like half of the different things they're doing are eating out in restaurants. So I'm like, man, even if I went and cooked something right now, it's not gonna be that. I don't have the stuff for lox and bagel. I don't have this, that, and whatever, or the time or energy to commit to making some of those things. I'm not there. Although one of my friends did send me a really good looking picture of the beef Wellington she made. It looked really good. And I think we do have some puff pastry somewhere. The back end of my eyebrow has grown in, I think. Time to try my new shaving technique. Or theory. It's not a technique, it's a what happens if I do this instead question. Which could go horribly. We will find out. I stopped getting my brows waxed quite a while ago, and I thought I was going to get very good at like shaping them myself, which I have not done. I've just kept the unibrow plucked and kind of let them get unruly otherwise. I probably need to figure out actually shaping my brows soon. It's not nearly as fun as it sounds. It's a lot of being really close and worrying about the shape and worrying about them being even, and then realizing that sometimes you pluck them too much and then you have to wait for them to grow back, and it's no fun. And one of my friends sent me a little collage of women shaving their heads because she's dangerous and trying to tempt me. Like, I was hoping that the dyeing it was going to tide me over for a little bit, and I like it. I like it. It's fun. I have more dye to play with eventually. Whenever I decide it's time to refresh the color, which it's still, like, my hair still has more color than I was expecting it to have, and the tips are still, we'll show the tips in a second, decently vibrant, so I don't feel like I really need to reapply it yet. Normally my hair would not hold this much color for nearly this long. Normally it was faded out in about a week or two. And this is very vibrant on the bleached bits. So if I had bleached my hair and used this to color it, I probably would have had much better luck. I think that counts as blue. Quite counts as blue. Yeah, because we're getting really close. I think a week or two of any one of these three would kill it. Star has some place to go, but we have hit pan in that as well, which I am very proud of. Now that I found a way to apply it in a nice, complementary way that's not just a streak of silver. Finally got some of the Sprite ginger while I was at the store. Not as good as ginger ale, so I should have just gotten ginger ale, but it's not bad. Just, it's like it's almost ginger ale, which it just makes me want ginger ale. But if ginger ale was too strong for you, I like a lot of ginger. That's what I should be doing. I used to make ginger vodka when I was a young lady, and it is really good. So if you like ginger vodka mixed in with ginger ale, oh, it was so good. That's worth doing again. And it's a very good summer drink. It's very refreshing. So yeah, I should probably add that to my list for my next grocery run, which I went today, so we're not going for a week if we can help it. feels smokier than I normally go. I'm not mad at it though. Probably because of navy blue, which is a quite dark color. And I have no delicacy when adding dark colors. I don't think I have any proper blue lipstick left, but I have a blue type gloss. So we can keep most of the look. I still really like that highlighter. See, that's the problem with trying to pan highlighters, is I like what I have still. So I'm not like, oh man, I need to get through this so I can use this instead. I generally like everything I put on my face. That's why I bought them. That's why they've survived declutters. I watched Lacey from Spooky Lips and Fat Hips do part 1 of swatching all of her highlighters. So I might be tempted to buy some stuff once I finish a few items. But yeah, her decluttering criteria were very familiar. They're like, okay, does it smell funny? Does it look like it's gone off? Do I still like it? Does it still perform well? Yep. So, we keep them. And it's only going on such a small section of your face that it's hard to pan them. Like, foundation can go pretty quickly because you're covering your whole face in it. Eyeshadow, it's a smaller area, but it's less product. But trying to pan something like a bronzer or a highlighter or a blush or something as eyeshadow would be a nightmare, because it's not, the product is too big volume wise for the area you're trying to use it on. Now, trying to use an eyeshadow as a highlighter, brush, blush, or bronzer, you will go through that very quickly. Generally. Sometimes it's pigmented enough that you don't end up using much more than an eyeshadow application per face application. Because yeah, those tips are still very pink. Not a little pink, quite pink. So I don't feel like I have to update it yet, and it's not back to regular, boring, dirty blonde. It's still red. So I don't think I have to update it yet. We'll see what we have available, depending on when the state does or doesn't open back up. So we have Mermaid Thighs? Yeah, Mermaid Thighs from Fenty. A nice, cool-toned, bluish gloss. I know it's not quite as blue as we might have hoped. I used to have a couple navy blue lipsticks, which would have been a lot of fun with this, but they got old and I never wore them because it's not something I wear very often. It's a navy blue lip. Black. I would wear a black lip. I have a couple iridescent light blue glosses, but I think it matches. I think it's something a little lighter compared to how vampy that got. I do like it though. So I have some people to call and talk to and complain about. Find out if the boyfriend wants to go to Club Fitness. Check with my friend about her experience with Club Fitness and what her gym experience is and whether it's just only ever gone there versus has other ones and has comparisons. And then potentially calling and yelling at Golds for selling off my membership. I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, find something fun to do if you can, and I will see you later. Bye.